You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loc, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Sniper in that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loc. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. It sure is a blessing to be back in the black box as we blow a succession. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. And as it does so, I am the captain of the mission, SPI Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, Mr. 159 Sam himself, the host of this R&R hour where we relax, roll up, randomly react. We in for a treat. This has only been released 43 minutes ago, and I found it about 20 minutes ago. So it's brand new, most scandalous Los Angeles, titled Wack100 lied on Spider Loc and 40 Glocc. Prodigy speaks from the grave. On my mama. Shout out Scandalous Los Angeles. I swear to God, I must have channeled this from the universe just yesterday. I had a thought session of where I was thinking I would like to get this story that Hold No Honey told, go to Prodigy's audiobook, get his version, and do like an edit and a comparison. Turn on YouTube. First thing I see is my brother done did it for me. Man, oh my mama. It gave me chills. Phew, that's deep, man. That's deep. Hey, with no further ado, let's see what Hold No Honey done been up to, though. Oh, my mama, dude, like.
Listen, dog, the only police we fuck with is the crooked police, there's power rules and crips, there's gang members that niggas don't know they gang members. We fuck with them police, them the homies. Yeah. They do everything we need them to do. And it's a lot of them out here, you know, they'll pull a nigga over and taking what we need to take them. Them the police we fuck with. So we fuck with police. But we fuck with the police, that's us. They don't work in the hood, they may work over there, but if I got a license plate number, you know what I'm saying? You know how I go. You know what I'm saying? So it's keeping it real.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Today, we're putting the spotlight right back on the pork loin leader, CS2 Back. Because once again, we've caught him in another lie, an ancient lie at that. This time, the late, great Prodigy from Mobb Deep is speaking from beyond the...
Rest in peace to the HNIC, my near Prodigy. Havoc, where you at? Twin, what it do? Storm, oh my mama.
Grave, exposing Porky for the liar he is. Let's rewind the hands of time. Back to when Spider told us the exact reason he stopped rocking with Porky. He said the fallout happened because Porky went on camera and lied on him, placing him at an event he was never at, just to make himself look bigger, tougher, and more connected than he really is.
And he jumped on camera and every reputable, that's my boy. My name ended up in the mix. But not only did he throw me in that mix, lied on me and put me at an event, an incident that I wasn't even there, and then had this imaginary conversation with me that he could never stand to have in person. I do not discuss violence, no intentions on violence. I do share tales of all type of past experiences. Violence is included every now and then, but I've never wanted to threaten anyone in public. However, had this cat ever stated or uttered any of the preposterous words that he has claimed to say to me in public, in person, such as something about batteries in my back, and he ain't never heard of no G-Unit Crip, and cuz on my mama, daughter's dead homies, everything I love and live for, hope and have. Check me out, cuz it would not have happened, cuz I just know myself. Everybody that knows me knows what would have taken place. Everybody that knows he knows. I don't know where he get this. I don't know. I think his brain worked well enough to where he know I don't know, cuz. But anyway, long story short, I've been telling y'all ever since he lied on me, cuz. Ever since I got aware he lied on me, cuz. Cuz been lying about everything he say.
It wasn't just a lie. It was clout chasing at Spider's expense. And that's the moment Spider said he was done with Porky. I'm doing this video to show y'all just how long Porky's been lying, and how deep this pattern really runs. This right here is the clip Spider was talking about. It wasn't recent. It was uploaded 8 years ago.
See, me and Game, like, coming up, me and Game really, Suge don't like Game. Right? For whatever reason, right? We don't have a reason, but he don't like Game. So, there was a situation that occurred in Game and touched bases on it on the song in the doc too. When he said he went in his pocket and handed me some money. That's true. But it was an event that happened before that where I was at the Four Seasons Hotel in Beverly Hills. Me, Suge, the homie Lil John from Fruitown Paru, and Zap from Treetop Paru having a meeting. And I get a
This show you how long all he do is drop names to try to establish himself as somebody who is attached to reputables. Every name that he named in a section is reputables. On my mama. Zap, you the same Zap that was in Cincinnati with me? Me and homie Stone from 190? I could be mistaken, but that sounds familiar. I'm just curious.
call from the homie Brisk from Westside.
That's all he do. He got a long list of names of Nias, but he mad when R&B got one. I was supposed to touch that.
Oh, no.
That's all he do is keep a bunch of Nia's name in his mouth to try to validate who he supposed to be. And notice, none of them is never from the Valley. Like, he don't have no respect from nobody from the Valley. Why you ain't got a whole bunch of niggas from the Valley? I'm just playing.
Tell me that G-Unit niggas had them niggas surrounded at the Hyatt on Sunset, right? Mm-hmm. And they needed some help. So I tell Suge I'm about to roll and see what's happening with the homie. Suge like, man, fuck game, man. You know, fuck me. I say, Suge, check this out. End of the day, that's a power rule. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go and assist these power rules. Now, if I get caught up or fucked off on account of you not assisting me, that's something you got to deal with. So I spared off. Lil John and Zap followed. I pull up and sure enough, it was 40 Glocc, Spotted Loc, that's my nigga from 9-7 East Coast.
Look how long he been working. Want to classify you. And we see the wire. He got the wire on right in our face. Whew. I used to gangbang a long time ago. Oh, wow. This nigga been trying to put it together. We him. That's my nigga. That's how he made it on the intro. That's why I keep him on there. What did I do to you since here? Hold no 100? How did I stop being your nigga? Oh, Baba.
He leading the rally because back then he was like G-Unit West, shit like that, right? So when I
Look at this G-Unit Crip, still, for Death Dough, Food Chain.
got out, I'm like, Spotted, what's happening? Right? He like, Wack, man, you know, we on this Black Wall Street G-Unit shit, right? I said, man, where 50 at? I said, bring 50 at on Power Room. I'll make you run that fade, right?
Yeah.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
Yeah, if y'all want the uninterrupted version, which I know y'all do, go over to the homie channel. I'm finna have fun with this one, because this is all lies. Just listen to what he said. How he make this up in his mind. Just imagine, had this happened, 50 would at least know. Because, you know, I would have talked to him that day. The next day, we would have talked about it some more. I'm so glad. Hey, G Magic, cuz. You hear this bullshit this nigga making up? This is crazy. This is before running plays was running plays. And just imagine, I got contact with Loose Cannon doing the same exact thing to my name. Oh, my mama.
From 9-7 East Coast. He leading the rally because back then he was like G Unit West, shit like that, right? So when I got out, I'm like, Spider, what's happening? Right? He like, Wack, man, you know.
For years later, for him to be Cash Money West, and he ain't let no rally, no stories, ain't nothing never happened. Except him just trying to keep up and catch up and kiss ass. I love Stunner Birdman. Show him the gun line, boss.
On this Black Wall Street G Unit shit, right? I said, man, where 50 at? I said, bring 50 at on Power Road. I'll make you run that fade, right? So he like, you know, he ain't here. I said, this is like some gang man shit to me. I ain't never seen no West Coast allowed from nowhere to put a steering wheel in their motherfucking back. You talking about G Unit, you from East Coast.
On G Unit East Coast, nigga, I would have socked the shit out of your motherfucking ass. You talk to me like that. Oh, mama, dead homies, daughters, lokes, loved ones, everything I love and live for, sisters, sons, aunties, uncles, and cousins, cuz you sound stupid.
Right? Yeah. So at this time, Zap and them stopped in the middle of the street. Suge poured in when he's in that red Bentley, right? So now I can only imagine Game's mind frame because he know him and Suge is beefing. He know my name, but we don't know each other. We don't know each other. But he know I'm running with Suge Cuff every.
So I could have swore he said Game called him. They don't know each other. I wasn't there, y'all. This incident took place. I wasn't there. Prodigy and them was there. So he jumped on Game nuts to try to infiltrate himself into the industry. That's what he was trying to do the whole time. Oh, but that's crazy.
Day, right? So he got 40 G units, and Suge didn't pull up with one of his hitters. So, but he's standing to the side and valet behind his car, assessing the situation. So I, you know, Spotted like, Wack, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I said, listen, Spotted.
Bro, I don't even talk like that. Y'all notice he still uses that phrase to this day. Listen to all these fake stories and all these tales and rants he be doing. He still say it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I don't say that shit. This shit is crazy. He is the OG loose lips cannon. Oh my mama. He started this loose lip shit.
I got 16 of them. I don't know what that motherfucking Suburban got in it. So,
but you heard him tell a story about them Navy SEALs he seen 50 with, right? But y'all believe that story, or y'all believe this one? I guess they was off that day. They wasn't there. They didn't show up that day. This nigga is crazy. You know how long he been hollering 50 name, looking for some attention, recognition. 50 treat this nigga like he don't even exist.
Well, this is what we gonna do. How about we say Spider gave Black Wall Street a pass today. Yeah. So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county. Spider.
This nigga's a Y'all just heard him on the internet saying I never been to jail. I didn't even know this much of a lie was. I didn't know he said that. No. Oh, my mama ain't never been on no juvenile side of the county. I didn't hit the county till I was 18. Mainline. Gang banging. Never met this near a day in my life until we was at the row. And he came up there with Pooh Rod. And when he met me, first thing out his mouth is, oh, you from East Coast? My girl from East Coast. You used to fuck her. Well, she look good now. I bought her some braces and put her through nursing school. This nigga said we go back to the what? The what? This is classic, man. Scandalous Los Angeles. Mania. This is golden. It's like a birthday present. Oh, hold on, honey. The payroll is the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, my. We're holding on, honey. Every day is payday. Oh, my mama.
I don't know what that motherfucking Suburban got in it. So this is what we gonna do. How about we say Spider gave Black Wall Street a pass today. Yeah. So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county. Spider was soldier, right? So it just came down to real respect.
Did he just say Spider knows he's a soldier?
Oh, no, 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 no.
If I don't stop, it's gonna take us forever to get through this. Let me just. This is crazy work.
That thing, where they left. So I want to introduce myself to gang.
Let's get this straight. Porky just said that when he pulled up, Foti and Spider were both out there. Then, after they left, he went and introduced himself to Game. But let's pause right there. You introduce yourself to someone when you're meeting them for the first time. That's the whole point of an introduction. You don't introduce yourself to somebody you already know. I want you guys to keep that in mind as we move forward.
So I want to introduce myself to Game. Game told me, pull up on me, man, let's talk, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And let's, start moving together, whatever. So like 3 months went by, and he got with my man Stutterbox from Main Street, sent his number, and I pulled up on him. He was doing LAX at the time. And I walked in, he was in the booth. He signaled for me to come to the booth. I walked in the booth, he just went in his pocket and gave me everything he got. He didn't realize, he probably didn't give a fuck. He gave me like 18,000 or some shit. He just handed me everything he had. He like, that's just out of respect to what you did for me. Let's start moving. I'm up under Jimmy Henchman right now.
So according to Porky, after he met up with the Game handed him $18,000. And not just randomly. He said it was out of respect for what Porky allegedly did for him.
I'm his nigga. We go back to juvie, and he ain't hit me with a 5-piece, 2 bands, 3 or nothing. He ain't call his nigga and say we just passed. He's a weenie with this fake story.
Basically, Porky is claiming he saved Game from 40, Spider, and G-Unit. And that this act of heroism is what earned him that money. Then, right after that, Porky says Game told him, let's start moving. So let's be clear. This is Porky himself telling you that the Spider/40 Glocc situation is what put him next to Game. That's what got him in the door, and that's what started the movement. We didn't twist or create that narrative. He said it.
According to him, the best way he could create a story and fabricate it is SPI Easty, nigga. That's how he place names. He view reputables and what they name matter, and he'll just put you somewhere in relation to him to establish himself. But that lets you know how he look at the low on my mama. Factuals.
You heard it. That one moment of chaos, Porky claims that's what turned him from a bystander to a business partner. Remember that.
But it's like, it's a little shaky. Coming to my situation, I like what you did with Ray J, and let's put it together. And that's when we start moving. Started from there.
So you just heard it for yourself. Porky said that was the moment it all started. That's when they started moving. He made it clear. Everything between him and Game began right there, after that incident. So now there's no need to speculate about how or when their relationship started. He just laid it out. Which leaves us with one simple question. Was Spider actually there?
Wack100. That's what I meant
Not
to
a
say.
fan, huh?
Now, what is there to be fan
Man, he
of?
was recently coming at YG tough. You see that?
I seen that, man.
That was interesting because Blueface did a video with YG like a week before that.
But that's Wack's MO. What else do you know about Wack other than he's had interaction with other men and most of them negative?
Right.
What else? There's nothing else to know about.
There's a lot of that is what we know him for, interacting with people on social media, going at people's heads.
That's it. And then even when he's speaking positive, he's always speaking about another. There's no accolades to speak about himself until now. He's attached to a successful project. For the last 10 years, however long you've been seeing him establish himself, it's always about having another name in his mouth.
When did you guys start to have a problem? What did it start with?
He lied on me, man.
What did he say?
I looked up on the internet and he was talking about someday he was in Hollywood. He got a phone call from Doja. Saying that I had him surrounded. And Doja called for help. He said he was with Suge Knight. And him and Suge Knight had a conversation about should they go. Suge like, we ain't going over there. Mobb Deep was supposedly involved. And me and Mobb Deep and some OG niggas had Doja surrounded in Beverly Hills.
At a hotel in Santa Monica?
Thank you.
Somebody told me that.
Thank
about
you.
That, yeah.
Wack100 told the world that I was finna do something, and he had time to get a phone call, argue with Suge Knight, and show up and defuse a situation. Nobody that knows me would believe that.
Right.
What am I waiting on? What was going on all this time we was waiting on you to show up? I was never there. I have no recollection of this.
Oh, so you weren't even there at all?
Never have been there.
Oh, wow.
So when I seen you was bold enough to tell that lie on me, it's fuck you.
Do you think he knows it's not true, or you think?
Yeah, he knows it's not true. There's too many other people there. Supposedly, Prodigy recalls this whole story in his audiobook. My name is not mentioned.
I was relaxing and writing rhymes in my hotel room before getting ready for the concert when 40 Glocc knocked on the door. Yo, the game is outside in front of the hotel with some basketball dude, he said. We got the drop on him. He doesn't even know we here in his hotel. What you want to do? 40 pulled out a 45 caliber pistol and continued. He saw Nice with the Mobb Deep Game Over shirt and got spooked, cuz. My man Maniac walked over to him and offered him a one-on-one fight. He still out there right now? I asked. Yeah, cuz. We spit lungies all over his Bentley, 40 said. Look over the balcony, cuz. Man, give me the gun, I said. Y'all niggas put the video camera on game. I'm gonna shoot the gun off the balcony and we catch him on camera ducking and running from the shots. Cuz, you tripping. We on Sunset, 40 said. You know how fast police will be here?
Weenie ass. Straight weenie, cuz. Oh, my mama. He finna shoot in the air. So what? The police gonna be there. Weenie. Same near when we had baby in them in the alley, wanted to go live, cuz. Weenie fight. Oh, my mama. Same near when Menace tried to squabble, he put the burner on his lap. Weenie fight. Same near when Game had him in them bushes, he was a weenie fight. On my mama. Same near came on my live. And when I told about a factual historical event that happened every night on tour, he lied. Weenie fight on my mama.
Look, I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot in the air so we can get him on camera scared to death, I said. The gun'll be long gone before the police get here. Nah, cuz, you gonna make this shit hotter than fish grease, 40 said. Let's just go beat his ass. Okay, I'll meet you in half.
No disrespect, y'all. Not only was Prodigy terminally ill, Prodigy was about 5'5", and he weighed approximately 120 pounds. What the was you going, bringing, needing, asking Prodigy to do anything? Why you didn't go get cracking and show your New York partners what happens while they upstairs in the hotel room writing rhymes, nigga? You was a weenie on my mama. Always trying to call a nigga like, hey, we should turn up. We. No, nigga, get cracking, nigga. On my mama.
His room in 5 minutes. After I got dressed, I went to Haz's room and told him what I wanted to do. No, you bugging, P, Av said. I'm gonna go down and talk to him. Real men talk things out. What? There's nothing to talk about, I said. Man, fuck talking. Real men talk things out, Av repeated. I knew what Av meant. Of course men can talk, but in this situation, I didn't agree at all. There was nothing to talk about. Game had been running.
Shout out my nigga Jim Bob from the Nellis. Hey, remember Bob when we was on 135th and McKinley at the Littletons, and you was trying to mediate and get me and Game to talk. Did I not tell you almost the same identical thing on my mama dead homies? And that's the only time I had encountered Game when we was not getting along. I was not at this incident. Keep building, Prodigy.
In his mouth about Junior and Mobb Deep ever since 50 dropped him and signed us. So I wanted to do something about it. Yo, guess what, cuz? 40 said about 5 minutes later. I just got off the phone with one of my blood homies, and he said Gang called him saying, "Yo, Mobb Deep is on Sunset. Come over here and let's show these niggas how Cali gets down." My blood homie said he's in the car with Suge right now. My blood homie said he's in the car with Suge right now. My blood homie said he's in the car with Suge right now.
So let's look at what Prodigy just said. He said 40 walked into the room and told him he had just gotten off the phone with his blood homie, someone who was with Suge at the time. Now ask yourself, who do you think that blood homie was? We know exactly who it was. It was Porky.
Hey, Scandalous, you gotta find the proper way to misspell Suge so the AI will pronounce it correctly. Because I've been hearing that when you spell it correctly, it mispronounces it. So you gotta find how it pronounces, you maybe spell it like booger or something like that so it can say Suge. Just a note, my near.
Prodigy had no reason to lie. He didn't.
I learned that because it says Spider Lock. Like if you save my name on the phone, I'm backing it up. My bad. If you save my name in your phone and you got that audio, I know this will fuck with Munchie because he got the audio in his names instead of the caller ID. It's gonna tell him who calling, and it'll say Spider. He'll check his text. It'll say text from Spider Lock. I hate hearing that. So I told him to change how he spell it. He changed it, and then it started saying Spider Loc on my mama.
My homie said he's in the car with Suge right now. My blood homie said he's in the car with Suge right now. My blood homie said he's in the car with Suge right now.
So let's look at what Prodigy just said. He said 40 walked into the room and told him he had just gotten off the phone with his blood homie, someone who was with Suge at the time. Now ask yourself, who do you think that blood homie was? We know exactly who it was. It was Porky. Prodigy had no reason to lie. He didn't even know who Porky was, but he just said that before Porky and Suge got there, they had already called 40.
My blood homie said he's in the car with Suge right now, and they've been looking for Gang for a while now. They said they're gonna rob Gang when they get here. They said they're gonna rob Gang when they get here. They said they're gonna rob Gang when they get here.
Porky already told us. Suge didn't like game. So now, when Prodigy tells us that Porky found out 40 and G-Unit were down.
Now you hear this old extortion, fake play, save you from the pressure, and now you get 18,000. Wow. Remember Reggie Wright said Wack was running around doing the same thing? Wow. And the only reason my name would ever be involved in something like this and Wack get paid and I didn't is if I wasn't there. Wow. This all coming together on my mama.
Said they're gonna rob Gang when they get here. They said they're gonna rob Gang when they get here. They said they're gonna rob Gang when they get here.
Porky already told us. Suge didn't like game. So now, when Prodigy tells us that Porky found out 40 and G-Unit were down there, and he picked up the phone to call 40, it all starts to make sense. Remember all that shit that Porky said he was saying to Suge?
I say, Suge, check this out. In the day, that's a power rule. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go and assist these power rules. Now, if I get caught up or fucked off on account of you not assisting me, that's something you got to deal with.
Was all a lie, too. According to Prodigy's own book, Porky told 40 to stall game out, because when they pulled up, they were gonna rob him. That's what Prodigy said, directly. And remember, Prodigy didn't even know who Porky was.
This was getting good. Meanwhile, Havoc wanted to talk it out. He was being smart and trying to stay out of trouble. Havoc would get busy if his back was to the wall, but he saw that it wasn't that serious. He was right, and I was wrong, but I didn't see it at that time. I was a natural-born troublemaker. It excited me. Hey, I'm sorry if you can't relate. That's just me. That's the same reason why I'm writing this book from a solitary confinement prison cell in Mid-State Correctional Facility. Suge Knight and 40's homeboy pulled up in a red GT Bentley. Suge Knight and 40's homeboy. Suge Knight and 40's homeboy.
So let's break down what we've got so far. We've got Porky saying that Spider was there. We've got Spider saying he wasn't. Now we're listening to Prodigy's version of the story. And so far, Spider's name hasn't come up once. But 40's has multiple times. Now Prodigy's talking about these guys pulling up, and he says 40's homeboy. And who's he referring to? Porky. But here's the key part. Prodigy didn't even know who Porky was at that time. He just referred to him as 40's homeboy. So how did he know that this unnamed guy was 40's homeboy?
And just know, at this time, Wack100 and 40 Glocc was running around to radio stations together, doing interviews together, all up at Shade 45, Sirius Radio. Facts on my mama.
Prodigy didn't know who Porky was, but for some reason he knew that 40 and Porky were homies.
Suge Knight and 40's homeboy pulled up in a red GT Bentley. His had game surrounded, his car covered in spit. Then, somebody from the hotel front desk must have called the police. As soon as the...
That's 40 Glocc M.O. Remember, we in the alley with Baby and Slim. We only do a bunch of nothing because 40 Glocc is going live, and he was satisfied. He ran off to the internet lying, saying Wayne was in the car. He loved that mission that he f***ed off. So here it is. This is his M.O. Once again, he got game surrounded and don't do nothing. He went up to the Plies video shoot, walked around Jamie Foxx and didn't do nothing. We don't do that. 40 Glocc is the nigga that had the video beating up a bum. It was a bum on Hollywood Boulevard with a red rag in his pocket. Tomorrow, my daddy the police. He was drunk, 5150. They knocked him out on camera, came to the blue room, showing it to me all pumped up. Cause I told him that shit is El Bunko. Oh my mama.
Police pulled up. Game got in his spit-riddled Bentley and bounced. Suge did the same. Damn, I wanted to see some action.
Prodigy recalls this whole story in his audiobook. My name is not mentioned. However, my name is mentioned in the book. When there was times when my name is supposed to be relevant, my name comes up.
Before Mobb Deep came around, we weren't a part of that.
This is exactly what I wanted to do, Scandalous. Hey, did I channel this to the universe? Hey, we on, God damn you me. I wanted to do exactly this. He did it for me. I swear to God, y'all, you would think I asked him to do this on my behalf. I was thinking this yesterday. That's deep, because this ain't no recurring event, nothing recent. Give me chills.
Deal. So he wasn't talking to us. From now on, I'm dead in that deal. And you won't get your checks anymore, 50 told them. So y'all can forget about that. Wow, I thought, if 50 would have gave us that deal, I would have worn G-Unit to sleep at night. And in my casket. Buck mumbled over the phone.
Me too. On my mama. Shout out my nigga Magic from 88, cause at the time when all this shit was going bad, cuz got on a record and clowned me for a certain phrase I said in an interview in the magazine back in them days. And that phrase was, it's the first time in my life I feel comfortable calling myself a soldier. Yeah, I was with that shit. Oh, my mama. I would wear that shit every day and in my casket. On my mama.
Once more. I got this, 50. Me and Spider Loc, we going hard. Me and Spider Loc, we going hard. Me and Spider Loc, we going hard.
When he tells the story, he names the people that was there. My name never comes up.
Is this the situation that 40 Glocc was there for that you weren't there for? Okay.
Now, when they did all that, cuz it's all fake, and then I let them go for 6.
Cuz, Candace, I wanted to add all this I wanted to say, here, 40 saying, this shit is crazy.
6 months with that fake ass story. And then I said, you know what? These niggas is trying to trick me off the streets. So what I did, I filed a lawsuit and I got paid off of it. And at the same time,
on my mama, I told him to file that lawsuit. I told him he had no choice. You're not going to get no get back no other kind of way. The only way you're going to feel any retribution is if you get some change. But I also know at the same time, they're all gonna laugh at you. I didn't tell them that part though. Oh, bye.
I ran around fucking them up, and they denied it.
Fucking who up?
Other than that, and this bitch ass, all he do is talk. This was
And
just
what
a
you
groupie.
mean
He
got on the
got
plane,
two games.
bro? We
He
ain't
got
go
two
nowhere.
games from me. I got 2 games from me. I got 2 games from me. I got 2 games from me. He don't think he used to
I
thank
got
me
the
for
game
it.
from you?
He thanked me for it.
Oh, this is crazy than a motherfucker,
Game a liar
bro.
too, though.
Have y'all ever
When
seen
Game
Game
got with him,
identified with 40 Glocc as being part of his squad?
He told me,
Hell
thank
no.
you, 40.
Fuck out of
I bet you me and 40 Glocc was on Brazil and you wasn't never over there until Drake and all that, nigga. We was over there, me, J.O. You wasn't even a part of this bro. You was in Pacoima somewhere, bro. I don't know where you just, this nigga want to be down so bad.
What are you talking about? I got the game from you.
You got the game from me, bruh.
Thanks to Prodigy, we now know exactly what went down. CS2 back called 40 Glocc and told him to stall Game out. Because when they got there, they were going to rob him. That's straight from Prodigy's book. Not speculation, documentation. Now look at the facts. We've got 4 people involved in this story. Spider, Prodigy, Porky, and 40. And all 4 of them agree on one thing. 40 was there. But here's where it gets interesting. 3 of those 4 say Spider wasn't there. The only person claiming Spider was there is CS2 back. So now we're going to listen to Porky and 40 speak in real time about this incident. We've already heard what Porky said 8 years ago. Let's hear what he told 40. Not only are we going to prove that Porky lied, but we're also going to break down why Porky felt the need to lie about this situation in the first place. Porky talks so much, he ends up telling on himself. And every time he tries to rewrite history, he leaves a trail that leads right back to the truth.
It was me, you, Suge, my homie Jack, and all my homies from the set.
Suge don't even fuck with Game.
Bentley, spit on that motherfucker.
I thought it was T-Money.
Don't even fuck with Game.
Hey, wait, I thought...
That's my point. That's exactly what it was. There ain't no fucking ST money.
Hold on, Glocc. What's your history with Game, Glocc? What's your history?
Yeah. Let me hear that. You had not introduced me to no fucking Game, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
You didn't fuck with Game. You wasn't even on the scene.
Listen. I didn't start fucking with Game, bozo, until motherfucking LAX.
God with me. And you
Hey, Wack, I thought Game, when you said, I heard him say this shit, like, maybe
he said it. Let me tell you how I met my Wack.
10,000 or some shit.
He ain't lying. He's not lying. That's LAX was in the booth.
If you gonna believe them two on my mom, I don't make a bias, cuz. I'm telling you real.
Hey, bro,
You gonna tell me how I met her.
What you talking about?
See, 40, when you was pushing the real, you see how it be? You was trying to keep it a Google, then you got on my live and lied, cuz. Yo, Crip and crumbled, nigga. Goofy. You know you seen that oil session go down every night. Everybody did. Pretty Shy and Halim was the main 2 that did it. We used to stay bagging out on them, clowning them. It probably was extremely innocent, but it still, they was oiling cuz back, cuz, and it was a joke. You know that, nigga. Oh, my mama, don't give a fuck. Damn.
You telling me how I met a nigga, bro? What the fuck?
I didn't say how you met him. I said how you got with him.
Let's clear this up once and for all. 40 never said that's how Porky met Game. Porky did. He claimed that after he and Spider had a conversation, Spider and the G-Unit West Camp mounted up and left. Then, after they left, he introduced himself to Game. But now that we've unpacked all the receipts, we know Porky was lying. Spider wasn't even there. 40 was. After 40 and his homies left, Porky went and introduced himself to Game. That whole moment, the door that opened for Porky, happened because of 40. Looks like the phone call Porky made to 40 turned out to be a lucrative phone call that came with an $18,000 cash signing bonus, according to Porky. But instead of giving credit where it's due, Porky inserted Spider's name to make the story sound tougher. Why? because name-dropping Spider made him feel like he was in the middle of a real war story. But the facts don't lie. It wasn't Spider. It was 40.
This thing shortly after this, or in this time frame, me and Gang was beefing. He was this is right before this, bro. Gang started beefing with G-Unit. He used to diss them and throw my name in the song and say, at least we know Spider gonna bust back. This is who I am. Nigga, I would have ate Wack alive if he ran. You know how Loose Cannon talking about, oh yeah, we ran the play, and then I called Big U, where my money at? Cuz if he would have touched 18 with my name involved and I didn't get my issue, cuz it would not have been no Wack doing none of this up until this day. Cuz he would have got, cuz Big Spider was out, cuz. You know how, you better ask somebody, cuz. On my mama.
And Prodigy confirms that. Once again, Porky tried to rewrite history and got caught.
That's how I got with him.
You said
T-Money, 2 T's.
T-Money and D-Mac.
Look, T-Money, 2 T's, right?
We ain't got a screen.
If 2 T's was at that hotel, I can't believe he allowed all that to go down. I don't believe 2 T's sat there and watched all that spitting and all that. But anyway, if 2 T's was there, he could tell you I wasn't there. That's my nigga on my mama.
T-Money and 2 T's. 2 T's was head of security from niggas that go on bounty hunters. He run TD security now.
See how he always try to drop names, then he classify where you from. That's for the feds, or that make him feel cool to say. But every time he name a nigga, he want to say what gang he from. And it ain't never from his gang, or a gang around the street from him, or up the block. It's always a gang that he feel is reputable from La La Land, Compton, Long Beach, Watts or something. He feel it's cool to say, I ain't never heard of no 11 make gangsters, not knowing how long they been on the map, because you ain't on the map. You all cap. Facts.
Right? Those are 2 people, my nigga, that set that up for me to sit down with Game, for me to come to the booth. Or I walk in the booth and just went in his pocket and gave me everything he got. He didn't realize, he probably didn't give a fuck. And he gave me like 18,000 or some shit. He just handed me everything he had. He like, that's just out of respect of what you did for me. Let's start moving. I'm up under Jimmy Henchman right now. But it's like, it's a little shaky. Come into my situation, I like what you did with Ray J, and let's put it together. And that's when we start moving. Started from there. You are never have been a player in this shit to be able to put nobody with nobody like that.
I ain't never been a player. Then why did you pull up and say, you said, help you get this look so you could make it look like you got a pass with this bitch ass?
We get this look, bro. That wasn't we never talk face to face.
Porky is saying they never spoke face to face, because he spoke to 40 on the phone before arriving.
Yo, guess what, cuz? 40 said about 5 minutes later. I just got off the phone with one of my blood homies, and he said Gang called him saying, yo, Mobb Deep is on Sunset. Come over here and let's show these how Cali gets down.
I got you, 40. He's like, you know what I come
We never talk face to face. You know how I jumped out. I ain't going to incriminate myself. Spotted. I got 16 on me. I jumped out one way.
Oh, my dead homies and daughters, he ain't never told me no shit like that. Oh, my mama, this nigga was the nicest nigga I ever met. Every time I encountered him, we've never been in the same place by choice. I only used to bump into him because I would go handle my business at Death Row with Suge Knight as a rapper, and he was a groupie tag-along, hang-around, trying to wiggle himself in the game. Allegedly a successful company business owner. He told me he'd been a millionaire for 20 years. But he used to hang around and be on Suge passenger seat on his nuts. On my mama.
Lil John pulled up, him and Zach. Lil John and Zach pulled up in the middle of the street another way. You nick boxed in. Either way you look at it, you know it.
Do y'all hear this guy lie? He just said he don't incriminate himself, but he just said he had me shot.
40 is literally telling Porky, you just said you don't want to incriminate yourself. But moments earlier, Porky already did. He incriminated himself. He openly implicated himself in a conspiracy to commit murder by saying he was the one who paid to have 40 shot at his homie's funeral.
But this Darmudo, I was able to reach over the coat and pat you on the back, little guy.
If that was true, why would you be on here snitching?
I just said pat you on the back. There's no crime against patting you on the back.
What is you running from, cuz?
There's no crime against patting you on the back.
Same way he jumped out there lying, talking about he got me touched in the projects. This dude is a created player, man. He has all these fabricated incidents that I guess he's taught himself to believe him, and he tells the world, teach y'all to believe him, and y'all think he is the person that went through what he say he went through, and it's all fakes, fraudulent. He's the dude that went to jail for shooting a man 32 times in the face with a toy gun. A toy. A non-firearm.
Back.
If you telling me you took me on the back, then why I ain't snitching on you, but you said I snitched on gang?
That nigga tried to go to a funeral thinking it was all love.
Who told you that dead man shit?
Hey, listen, hey.
Hey, listen. Hey, Wack tried to go to a concert with Kanye thinking it was all love, but hey, listen. Wack tried to go to a venue thinking it was all love, but came out talking about, J-Rock just knocked me out, blood. With a dope fiend, where y'all was at?
Come on,
what that Paul Roof felt like.
You still, what you want to talk about me getting shot? You want to tell who did it?
What that 6-0 felt like. What that Grape Street felt like. Oh, we heard you tell the Skittle boy how it felt. You said you always want to know if you could eat one like that. You ate it too.
You still snitching? You the police.
Went to a funeral. What happened? Ask him what happened at his funeral.
It was on TMZ. Where you at?
Boy, they popped his motherfucking ass.
Why your own hood pop you at a funeral?
Shout out to
why your own hood get off on you at a funeral?
That's called that hand blast.
My hood ain't got.
And he is claiming to be responsible for an attempted murder right here on the airwaves. This dude here.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
El Bozo Senor McElroy at your service.
Off on me, nigga. Believe this weird ass.
They didn't. It wasn't your enemy.
I'm asking you. I ain't believe
that was not your enemy shooting up your homie's funeral, bro.
And now he's identifying. Just look at the feds in the investigation room, the detectives. Oh, it wasn't his enemies. They just taking names off the list, off the board. This nigga been working, y'all, on my mama.
Bro, hood ain't did a goddamn thing.
That was not your enemy. That was internal, was it not?
What was internal?
Oh my!
What was
that pop you ain't from your enemy set? No, what you mean? You listen.
You said it was on the internet already.
You said it was on the internet.
It's on the internet, but we ain't talking about who did what and whether it was.
No, but don't act like it was some enemies came through shooting and you got hit. That ain't what happened. Boxed in.
Well, that's what we do to throw off the investigation, goofball. Stupid.
No, they ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it.
Don't get crunk with your drawers down.
When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back.
No Hanes, Calvin Klein's, Fruit of the Looms, mushroom moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted at mall. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause cuz bit the pillow and literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, pyro, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She work with the creep and the duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man fuck tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking drawers off.
You be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking till you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take blue to the bank, 2 to the face, 2, 2, 3 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with you. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. It's about to put you on the menu. I got a pack of draws I can lend you. Big business, what I'm into. I got a pack of draws I can lend you.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught
statements, don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us on one. Out lurking, looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious, is well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Have your camera hands up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, you can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, I'm talking this and that. How you callin' niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Rock be calling hoes like, don't forget the strap. Waiting until he get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches back now. You represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out. You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take the side that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I wouldn't sign to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you Suge Knight, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them draws, nigga? Hella old and exposed like, come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Wack100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my lonely. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty goon that Ray J was flaunting. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pop shit, and that nip shit, it makes sense why you in Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that Wack100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh the irony. Your face look like Warren Fishburne or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SBI say to get him. You know a nigga whack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track.
Don't get caught with your drawers down.
They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
Nigga hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loc is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loc on my mama's mama.
Spider Locs gear. This is Bay Mac.
Neighborhood, C-Mac, shout out my Loc, Spider Loc, huh? Neighborhood, on hood, it's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loc, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!